Good evening, everyone. Hello, Lions. Welcome to another Saturday night here in 30 Minutes with Jesmond Lions. Tonight, we are going to talk about Jesmond Lions Club being the gateway to the communities and to other Lions Club here and abroad. In helping and serving communities, it is a must to have an open communication to the community between other clubs, not just neighboring clubs, but also clubs around the world. And Jesmond Lions is no exemption. I will be joining tonight with Jesmond Lions, Bob and Jen Forsyth. Bob is our JLC secretary, and Jen is one of our Jesmond Lions Club Ladies Lunch coordinator. Hello, Jen. Hello, Bob. How are you tonight? Welcome
I'm
to
fantastic.
30 Minutes with Jesmond Lions. Thank you for sharing your 30 minutes with me. How are you?
We're good,
Well,
Brenda.
thank
Thank
you.
you. We've had a good day with our daughter today, and we'll be going up to Singleton to see the rest of our family tomorrow.
Well, that's good. And, well, you must be a happy grandparents.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Before we move forward, I would like to inform everybody that to our viewers that we also streaming live to our YouTube channel and Facebook page, and will be in a four podcast platforms, which are Spotify, Amazon, Google, and Apple. And all you have to do is just search Jesmond Lions Club or 30 Minutes with Jesmond Lions. And also, you can join with our discussion tonight by dropping your comments, suggestions, reactions, questions, and Lions Bob and Jen will be happy to answer all the questions you have for them and for Jesmond Lions Club. Right, Bob and Jen?
That's correct. Yes, we will.
And for those who are unable to watch the live tonight, they can watch the replay in our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Okay, to continue, like other clubs, Jesmond Lions Club is a non-government organization, and with that, we have husband and wife that works together to sharing their time, supporting or giving their effort to help and support communities that are in need. Lions, Bob, and Jen are one of them. Their commitment to help the communities and the environment cannot be questioned. So, out of curiosity, I would like to know, and I think our followers would like to know too, if you don't mind my asking, when, how, and what made you decide to join Jesmond Lions Club? Bob first.
Uh, well, Jenny wanted to join. She saw an ad on TV, so I'll pass it over to Jenny first to hear her thoughts on why she wanted to join.
Okay, Jen.
Okay. So probably about 11 years ago, I was looking for something to volunteer to do. We've always been the kind of people that help out in the community, or like when the kids are at school, we always helped out at school. We helped at their whatever sports they were involved in. And then the children were all of them into their 20s. So we were looking for something else to do. I was between jobs and watching daytime television, which I never do. And I saw an ad for a campaign drive it was called Two Hands for Lions, I think. And it was a campaign drive to get people into Lions. And I thought, oh, this sounds like something that I've been looking for. That was in the December. Then early in the new year, we were over at Katara, and there was some Lions members there holding a barbecue. So I walked up to them, and I think they were most surprised when instead of asking for bacon and egg roll, I asked, how do I join? So we were invited along to a dinner meeting, and they explained to us that we could join Charlestown, which would have been our club for our area because we lived in Charlestown at the time, or we were quite welcome to come to Jesmond. And everybody was so welcoming at Jesmond that we joined. Um,
So
I,
you drag along with you, Bob, right?
That's correct,
I
yes.
dragged Bob along reluctantly. Yeah, and we both stayed since.
So
The first thing I did was the inaugural tree planting at Pambilon, followed
uh-huh.
closely by Mother's Day gift wrapping.
So from there, you never stop helping and supporting Jesmond Lions Club, correct?
That's correct,
That's
yes.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good thing. And I have a question because I can't ask Bob anymore because you were dragged by Jen to join
That's
Jesmond
right.
Lions. Yeah, and that was 11 years ago. Okay, I have a question here for Bob, and then this question maybe you can say no or and yeah, the question is like, because you are the current secretary of Jesmond Lions Club right now, and then I call it the gatekeeper. Secretary for me is like a gatekeeper, okay? And I am pretty sure that you played different roles before, uh after you joined Jesmond Lions Club. How many times you become the secretary, and how important it is for a club to have such role?
Yeah, as we said, we were into our 11th year in the club. I became secretary after 3 years of being in the club. I don't think I held any positions prior to that, and I was sort of coerced into being secretary because they needed someone. First, I held a position for 5 years. I needed a break, so I had 2 years break, and now I'm in my second term as secretary. I'm also the
Mhm.
club's website manager and Facebook page administrator. I started the Facebook page up in the first year of being secretary. I saw this as a necessary tool to get Lions noticed in the community, as everyone was going towards Facebook at that time.
Yeah.
The club secretary itself tries to keep the club running efficiently. They provide support to all the business operations of the club. They maintain the club roster and member contact information, as well as support the club service and social activities. The secretary also handles all the correspondence that comes into the club, whether it be via email or via snail mail, as they call it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The position can be the busiest administration position in the club. We have the president and the treasurer and a couple of other executive positions, but the club secretary handles most of the administration part of it, apart from the finances. A lot of the members themselves, probably work harder than the secretary, but they do their job helping the community.
Oh yeah, it's a vital role of a club. So that's what I was right then, calling the secretary role as a gatekeeper, because you are the receiver or the manager of everything, which all about the club from outside and inside, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
Yes.
all most of the correspondence and phone calls come via the secretary, so they can be quite busy.
Yes, yes. Okay, thanks for that, Bob. I have a question here for Jen. Because I understand that Jen was, or the Jesmond Lions Club Ladies Lunch Coordinator. And then last 2 years, we are being hit with COVID. And then with this one, uh, as a coordinator, you help organize Jesmond Lions Club Ladies Lunch. Can you share some information about it? How has it started? Who started it? And when and what was the aim and goal?
I didn't actually start up this meeting. A previous member who's since moved on started it, and then I just took over very early in my Lions journey. It's just purely social for the ladies to get together and just meet socially. We go out once a month. We did go out once a month to usually a pub or a nice cafe, and it's just a social time for us. Apart from it's just social. We do friendship good and looking after one another. We do that well at Jesmond Lions, and this is just another way we get together, and we're not fundraising or anything. We're just purely
It,
getting
it,
together
it,
for a
it,
social
it is
thing.
like it is like a catching up between women's, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yeah.
and then
Well, at the beginning of the year, often we'll have a breakfast for the entire male and female. The men can come along to that one, and we often kickstart the year for Lions by having a breakfast out at a cafe or whatever, and the men come along to that, and that's just purely social and to support one another. Yeah. Apart from the Lions, the ladies' lunch, before COVID, I was also helping with. We had bigger fundraisers like high teas and trivia nights and fashion parades, and I would help coordinate them as well.
well, that's
They were fundraisers for the community and for other Lions members and clubs. Yep.
yeah, that's so nice of you to help the different projects of Jesmond Lions Club, and again, I have one here for Bob also, because as what you have said that you manage everything when it comes to correspondence, even calls, right, emails, looking after Jesmond Lions website, Facebook page, so as part of a bigger Lions Club and as a secretary, the club must do some reporting, right? So, what sort of reporting the club must prepare? How often will the report go directly to Lions Club International or to the district first?
Okay, we have three main means that we report on activities that the Lions Club do. Every 3 months, we do a zone report, which goes to the zone chair. They compile all the reports they receive from the clubs within their zone, and that goes onto the district cabinet for their meeting. The other reports, I believe, they go to international. One is a member report. This informs international of any changes to the club membership, see how the clubs are going, whether they're getting more members or losing members. The other report is on club activities. This also is the international one. We report on what activities the clubs are doing, what type of activities we're doing, how much money we're raising from those activities, and how much money we're donating to the community. Those are the three main reports.
Okay. And any other things? Yeah.
No, the international reports tend to be done on a monthly basis. So
Okay. But
when
how
we do
about how about the district one? We don't do any such report for district.
no, it's only the one is the zone report, which goes to district every 3 months.
Okay. So I this is a follow-up question with two, because as what you said a while ago that being a secretary, you receive all the different communication inside and outside Jesmond Lions Club or Lions Club International, right? So I want to ask questions about communication from communities. What usual communication we receive from them? I mean, the community I was talking about is like the communities that we are supporting, we are helping. What
Most
particular or what sort of communications? Yeah.
most of that is via email these days. They have our email address, so they send emails to it. We don't get many phone calls unless, like, Bunnings will phone up the Bunnings coordinator, which we have for our club. The coordinator for the Jesmond Neighbourhood Centre will probably contact our helper there. So, but they then channel the follow up emails through to the Jesmond Lions Club email address. So it's mostly email and phone calls with members of the club.
Okay.
Which then gets
So
channeled into Jesmond Lions.
with this communication we receive from different communities, okay, how we address them, how we respond them, is it always a positive one, or there's sometimes
Well, when the email comes in, I decide whether it whether it needs action straight away or whether it can wait till the business meeting.
so it depends of the urgency, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's clear enough and fair enough. And I have one question for Jen here too. Since COVID-19 restrictions has been lifted and for a while now, do you have any information what's in store for the Jesmond Lions Club Ladies Lunch, and I mean other things that would Jesmond Lions Club Ladies Lunch would like to to do?
Well, hopefully the ladies' lunch will resume in the new year, probably kickstart the breakfast in January, and then we'll go back to our lunches, and then we'll be able to get back in all the restrictions there is, so we'll be able to get back into big fundraising like fashion parades and high teas and everything else that's been on hold. So I would say we'll be able to pick up where we left off before COVID hit.
Yeah,
So,
because that was 2 years, and that 2 years was taken out from us. you
well,
know,
we haven't got any big plans yet. We were going to hold a fashion parade in recent years anyway. So maybe it'll be the fashion parade. Maybe it'll be another high tea. We'll get a little committee together and discuss it at a business meeting, and we'll hopefully be back to normal pre-COVID next year.
oh yeah, so yeah. Well, and then yeah, that's good, Jen. I'm looking forward that too. And then yeah, so it's a different feeling when everything will be back to normal or get back to normal, because we really can do a lot of things for the community. And then I know the ladies lunch or Jesmond Lions Club ladies lunch is just like a socialization or catching up with the women's under Jesmond Lions Club. But I know for a fact that we also discuss some things, some issues or some projects that where we can help, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is for you, because I know you just moved outside Jesmond uh, area recently, but you still continue to support and help communities through sharing your time with Jesmond Lions Club activities, projects, fundraisings. And I said my hats off for the two of you. But the last 2 years was tough and rough because of the COVID-19 pandemic. No traveling after 5 or 10 kilometer radius where we live. And of course, Jesmond Lions Club activities and movements were limited at that time. So, were that time, because you were outside Jesmond's area, were that time you still able to help communities in your own little way, and how?
Most of our community members, our activities were suspended during the COVID period. Getting out into the community was not possible because we had the lockdowns, and yet, unless you had a need to be out there, you couldn't go out and be part of the community. But the only way we could help was to attend the business meeting for the club. The meetings were run via Zoom, which one of our members was kind enough to offer her Zoom account to run the meetings. We were still able to provide some support with the community organisers via donations. Some of those donations were monetary, some of them were by putting together care packages. We couldn't get out in the community and help physically, so the club itself was still active, but not on a physical side, the physical side of it.
So that 2 years really put us everybody's on hold, right?
Yes, that's what
we can't move around.
Yeah,
we can't move around. So,
yeah.
but I remember last time that I had Lion Deb, our president. Once she said that when I asked her about if COVID-19 was able to stop Jesmond Lions Club from helping communities and supporting communities, and she said no. Do you agree with it?
We were able to help with.
No, we're unable to get out in the community, but we're still able to provide support by monetary donations, and we're able to help people like the university students with care packages, because they were locked down into their dormitories, and
I remember
we're able to help the sailors on some of the visiting ships. They were unable to get off the ship, so we provided care packages for them. So while we couldn't get out and about, we were still able to help some of the people that needed the help.
Oh, yeah. And then, okay, because where you live right now?
We live down near Toronto at Blackwell's Park.
We've actually we've never lived in the Jesmond region. We've always been outside our area.
Outside Jesmond region,
that was our choice. We just liked Jesmond. Charlestown would have been our area, but we chose. So we've always been out of our area, but never been a problem.
Yeah, despite the distance, you continuously help and support and pour your support to Jesmond Lions Club. Can you share to our viewers, listeners, and followers the benefits you've got as you've been with Jesmond Lions Club for 11 years right now? What benefits Jesmond Lions give to you?
Well, for myself, one of the benefits is a friendship and support from members of the club. It's been said in the other interviews that we have a friendly club, and I believe this to be so. We have a good group of people in the club. They all help when possible, and they care for each other. I never saw myself as being a secretary of any club, but I've only received positive responses from the members since becoming secretary. So, it's a friendship that you get from members in the club that is one of the main benefits for me.
And the friendship, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody's judged for if you do a little bit or if you do a lot. You just do what you are able to do. And everybody's always very supportive of everybody else. And it just feels good knowing that working alongside other people in a friendly environment, we are helping people internationally and locally, and it's just good knowing we're helping, but having a good time and being with friends at the same time.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's what I feel also, and I believe that wherever we go, help and support is always reachable wherever we are. Community service has no distance. Do you believe with this?
Yes, that's correct. There are line clubs all around the world. Each club serves their communities differently, but the end result is the same. Someone in the community is receiving support from a Lions Club, and that helps those communities.
I remember being in India, and there was a little sign in India for a Lions Club.
Yes, so because Lions Club is Lions is everywhere. Lions Club is everywhere. So definitely wherever we are, help is reachable. Whatever community we belong to, and then what country. Yes, that's correct. And anyway, we almost we have a few minutes left, but before we go, anything you would like to add, Bob? Any information about for our JLC members and the communities?
Just keep being yourselves for the members of the club. And the members of the club are the reason we keep helping the community the way we do. They care for the community, and we tend to look after each other as well. The reason we are still with Jesmond Lions is because of the friendship we have developed while in the club. We could have transferred to another club down here, but the members themselves, sort of made us say, no, we don't want to move. We want to stay with the people that we know and that care for us and are friends.
We actually said at a meeting that we're going to leave Jesmond Lions, and the response we got from that is why we're still there.
So we really live the saying that Jesmond Lions Club, we are the gateway to the communities, because wherever we go, we always wear the Jesmond Lion heart, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And then how about you, Jen? Anything you would like to share before we to everybody before we go?
No, I'm just so glad that I joined. 11 years ago, I saw that out on telly, and I followed up on it, and dragged Bob along, and we've had some wonderful times over the last 11 years.
Well, it's
Yeah,
good thing.
we're going away for a couple of days, and we expect to hook up with some with some another Lions community while we're away, and maybe help them out while we're going.
Wear that lion heart wherever you go. Yeah. Okay. Before we go, could you please invite our followers and listeners to join Jesmond Lions Club or any Lions Club closer to where they live?
Yes, just contact us on jesmondlions@gmail.com. Check out our Facebook page and now our YouTube channel for more videos. And thank you for watching.
And how about you, Jen?
Just what Bob said. Yeah, just follow us on Facebook and YouTube, and
I want to add into, and then just like a reminder that mid of November we will be in 4 podcast platforms, which are Spotify, Amazon, Google, and Apple. And then just search Jesmond Lions Club or 30 Minutes with Jesmond Lions, and you can get in there anytime you want. And then that's a good thing. It's a new platforms for Jesmond Lions Club. So thank you so much for an informative night, Lions Bob and Jen. And as what I have said, my hats off for the two of you. Your heart really is with Jesmond Lions Club. And thank you for sharing your time, and the amount of time you shared for Jesmond Lions Club and to the communities was really amazing. And with that time you shared, you really make a world of difference. So to our followers and listeners, be a Jesmond Lions now. Lions we serve. Okay,
Yes,
good night, everybody, and see you next Saturday. And I will be with the bullet train. This is Lion Linley, and I will tell you why I call her the bullet train. Okay, see you. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye, Jen. Bye, Bob.
Bye.
Bye.